Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land to the newest session of the New Embrace campaign. Now, before we jump right into the action, as per usual, we are just going to make a few short announcements, the first of which is our Patreon. If you want to support what we do here and potentially join in any of our games, you should definitely consider joining our Patreon. We are more than happy to let anybody at any player tier jump into our games, provided that we have open slots available. That open slots listing is complete garbage, though. Don't look at it. It doesn't matter. Because most of those game slots are completely filled up, though we may have some more slots opening up in the near future, with the potential of a whole new game opening up in the near future. But that is to be determined. Outside of that, however, we are starting a fantastic new comic series. The artist of this comic series has already received the comic notes for the complete first chapter from whichever player's perspective, and it is official. Luna has won. It is going to be based off of her perspective for Chapter 1, so I thank all of you for being so kind to the person who has to do the voiceover for it by picking the only female in the group. I'm really thankful to that. I'm very, very thankful for that. But outside of that, I don't think there's anything else really to go over, so did anybody want to give the recap, or is that going to be me? I feel like, Chase, you might want it.
I remember the end, but not the beginning.
No?
I'll take it, no, but once it.
All right, please, without the accent, please.
There was other fine, okay. So after basically investigating the we were in the tower, we were investigating the garden. After that, we were attacked by a guard behind a door. Well, we opened the door, there's a trap, it blew up. Then we were attacked by an elven guard, a guard. We were attacked by a guard that really hurt really bad. We managed to defeat him. Managed to hear where the capturees decided to explode the floor. After exploding the floor, we all fell down. We released them. And then we ran away. Basically, we ran out of town, managed to all get out, but we were tailed and followed when we got to the safe house. After making a quick distraction at the safe house, we managed to get away without him finding where we were. We got into the safe house, and the person that was tailing us, Chase knew. That was from his voice, from his past. We got to the safe house, we put something on top of the couch, and then not the whole group, but we got to hear a little bit more of Chase's backstory while he was asleep. The group didn't though, but we got a little more. Right. And that's where we are, if you want. That's part of it.
More or less. So Chase, while you are haunted in your nightmares by this individual who scared the ever-living shit out of the strongest person you've ever known in your life, you woke up frantically, shouting, running over to the kitchen, pouring yourself a glass of water and chugging it shakily, where everybody else in the estate, hidden away in this tiny little gravel hole, is woken up to your shouting. Being the individual who makes the least amount of noise ever, this is a very startling aspect. So all of you are woken aggressively.
I guess he has his demons too.
It takes a few minutes for him to get out there.
Yeah, how heavy is... He's still on my lap, isn't he?
When Solaris comes out, I ask him if he can identify.
Sorry, sure, but 1 second before that. Rowan, just for your personal sake, your favorite Goliath friend slept on the couch awkwardly, on top of Nolth and Gabriel.
On top of them? On a single couch?
A single couch. The two of them slept leaning back and sitting up, and he just laid across them. They moved the couch over on top of the trap door for fear that this individual might be able to break in. And they're hoping the combined weight of the three men would be enough to keep him away.
Understood.
Chase
Which it was
suggested that maybe Rowan slept on the couch with him, but
you were too awkward to understand the insinuations.
Sounds about right.
Yes. I got a compliment for playing Rowan though, so hey.
That's good.
Yep. And you were MVP last game, by the way.
By the way.
Yeah, for real.
I need to watch those last 30 minutes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But anyways. All right, Chase. Give yourself a wisdom saving throw in the kitchen.
Alrighty.
You doing okay over there, Chase? And we'll
Saunter.
I was gonna
Chase,
say and would give them inspiration just as the
Hell, it's too early for this.
What's up?
Chase takes a
I
deep
don't-
breath.
Should we? Hey, Gabe. Should we deal with this?
Yeah, I think we all need to talk again.
Whatever.
Hey, big guy. Mind getting up?
Yeah. And he slowly crawls off of the two of you. Oh, my bad.
It's good, man. It's good.
Gabe gets up and stretches a bit.
You have like dead leg, both of you. It's one of those.
and
Oh
this is the
shit!
first
And just
time that other than like ultimate disasters that have befallen the party that anyone's seen like Inn's hair like down and messy.
Has Talaris come out yet?
no.
Yeah, I'll
So-
walk towards Chase.
And I'll go back into the room and get Solaris and come out.
So, Gabriel, I think you're going to have to talk to us a little bit more. The person thing that is after you was able to enter my nightmares last night.
Gabe frowns at that.
Which means he could probably also do the same with you. And
He probably doesn't want to mess with my nightmares, but I can't imagine him making them worse.
the one I had last night was pretty bad, and the strange thing is, it didn't quite seem like a dream, but it was, and we were able to communicate.
You're a little quiet there.
And we were able to communicate
Hmm.
in my dream.
Yeah, that's ooh. I've got some ability to do things like that. They were able to like really influence you like that. That's nice.
Yeah, he was able to bring back a memory I had in my dream.
Do you think everyone?
Communicate with me, and then send me into a nightmare for several hours after.
Do you think everyone would be safe if I split off from the group?
No.
Would they come racing after me?
No, he's pretty much intent on you dying. And he's willing to go through all of us to do it.
And I'm not just gonna let you like do that. You should know that by now.
Do you have any more information on this person that's after you?
I don't know who would be after me. I assume that everyone from that life thought I was dead. I didn't know that there was a mother of the individual I killed. Never met her or heard about her, and he was never very. He didn't really give a lot of respect toward women. It never occurred to me that he would have a mother. His father was killed by mine. That's what started the whole his presence in my life. But I didn't know anything about the mother, and I assumed that she hired him to find me.
And find you he did. He also said that you must die, and then things will be right in the world.
So he followed us from the town I met in
From Umbridge.
from Umbridge to where we got the boat, and somehow figured out where we were going, even though we kind of had a detour on the way through the ocean.
More or less, it looks like. He knows we're hiding somewhere. He doesn't know exactly where we are, but I have a feeling he has a decent idea. Nothel, good for you for setting him off our track with those yells.
No problem. Anyone got any string?
Yeah, there's some over in the cupboard.
Thank you. Naftal wanders off to go get some string and a piece of wood.
I want to
Yes,
follow him.
I seriously don't think anyone would care about Jordan getting killed, even if they knew that I was the one and had survived. So it must be this mother I didn't know anything about.
Do you know anything about an organization that goes by the name of... I don't... Now it's player. I'm trying to remember the name
Darken
of the-
Society.
Darken. Do you know anything about the Darken Society?
I grew up on a farm until I ended up as a slave for years, and then spent the last 2 years or so in Umbridge. I don't know that much about the world, much less what's most likely is not common knowledge.
Wait, isn't that the group that's after Claire and all them and Lucifon?
Yes. You all would remember that they've been associated with two things that you are tasked with finding out about. One, the attack that happened out inside of the wilds against that tribe. Two, the ones that Lucifon asked you to look into, who are going after Claire. And now three, Gabriel.
I mean, yeah, we did have some. The name has come up several times since we left Umbridge, but I'd never heard them before then.
And I think I've heard more than enough. I'm so tired of them. Chase, do you know anything about them?
I just know that they're a bad group to get in with. Assassins.
That explains one of the reasons why they'd be interested in the things that we've run into.
They're specifically interested in me and not the matters that we're looking into as a group.
They want you gone. I will say that more or less they suggested that I hand you over.
Don't you even consider it, Gabriel?
Gable looks over in and
Don't you
And-
even think about it for a second.
gives her a sad smile. Yeah, it probably wouldn't work out well for you if I broke up from you guys anyway.
It's not going to.
Especially with all the trouble we get into.
They're pretty much going to get all of
Yeah.
us, and I can't let him win. This is
Well,
personal.
And not only that, but Gabe, you're only one of 3 things that we're dealing with them. Even if you walked off and left, I'm still gonna be in the middle of it because I'm not gonna let them keep kidnapping people and or anything like that. Like, that's just not something that I'm gonna do. So you might as well be here making sure that I don't, get whacked in the head again.
The
Quite true.
the halfling who's been sitting listening to this entire thing looks at you, Chase. So, you know which one it is? What do you look like? Anything?
Long trench coats, worn boots, broad-rimmed, wide-brimmed hat. Face was kind of masked in the shadows. And he had a eerie grin. At one point, it just seemed to stretch across his face.
All right. Well, I'm gonna research into who this guy is. There's no way he's left no trace of who he is out there. Nobody just doesn't exist, so.
I assume Gable doesn't recognize this person.
Roll a history. Nolth, you can also roll a history.
Well, I left the room. I
Oh.
think Rowan was following me.
Well, it's a small enough place you can hear all of this.
Okay.
They're not being quiet. Gabriel, no. Nolth, no. Alright, well, I'm gonna look into them. Regardless, if this guy is as dangerous as all of you say, you're on your own. You paid us for sanctuary, we gave it to you, but this job seems a lot bigger than what you told us it was. So,
It was a lot bigger than what we knew, so
no hard feelings taken, but yeah, you're on your own.
I get it.
Go ahead and take the chest plate I had gotten a hold of. It's in the corner over there.
Do I look like I wear that? It's way too big. I mean, honestly, it's the size of me.
Yeah, I was talking about sell it for coin. I doubt we're going to have a chance to go shopping, whether N wants to or not. So.
You can keep that. We don't really care that much.
So, guys, what's our next plan?
First for me, I've got to drop off the armor bucket. The name escapes me.
Ignatius.
Ignatius. I made a deal for try and have some influence at the academy for him in return for being able to take it with me, and that did not pan out. So I'm gonna have to give it back.
Well, I'm not letting you go out by yourself. You'll need a guard. Kothar seems to be in the wind. Chase, you think if I disguise myself, I can get around town, or best not to be out on the street any more than I have to?
I think it's best to not be out there more than you have to at the moment.
Yeah.
What were these other tasks that you guys were talking about? Besides Ignatius,
So there's the one that we've been trying to work on first was that there was a cult at the academy. And
I have some things to check out if Solaris wakes up.
and the cult in particular had some interest in me and Gabe. So you're a real wanted guy, Gabe.
Lovely.
Right?
So, Gabriel, whatever you need identified, Solaris will identify. Just message it to me in Roll20.
Okay.
And then, so that's what we were doing there.
And
And
undoubtedly, there is some sort of cult going on and tied in with this gentleman, I'm assuming. Could be wrong.
yeah, maybe. I mean, it could be. Then we met a family that's unique. Let's put it that way. They've got a kid who's special, and precious kid. Like, and they've gotten word that the Darkened Society's wants to come after this kid.
Hmm.
She cast Charm Person on me, and she's like 2. She's real special.
Yeah, they seem to seek out those types.
So there's that. And DM question: the cult at the academy is tied to the tribe. Is that
Yes.
okay?
Yes. You all had inclinations that they were associated.
Gotcha. So, and then the cult thing, they're been like collecting people and kidnapping people out of the wild tribes near Umbridge and that area in those forests. And that tribe is gonna turn their sights on attacking anyone and everyone to make up for
Yeah. Is that task time sensitive?
it. Yeah.
The people that are being kidnapped by the tribe, were they just randomly kidnapped, or were they different in any way?
Different races.
How about skill or gift-wise?
I think that's yet to be determined.
But it from what we understood of it, and that it's like they're trying to get like the collector set of race, like
Sorry.
one of everyone.
Sorry. So, not to interrupt anything, Solaris chimes up, but I do want to let you all be aware of these items Gabriel seemed to procure. This amulet is a very good one. It allows people to not be able to magically detect where you are.
I know who that should go to.
Yeah,
Yes.
them throwing
And
on
he
right
tosses
away.
it to Gabriel. However, this piece of paper seems to be a magically encrypted message of some sort. I can take the time to decipher it, but it will take me a lot of time. And lastly, that breastplate, although it is incomplete with its full set, apparently is all that was necessary for the enchantment. The craftsmanship seems to be very, very good. This breastplate is a protective nature. It allows people to take a little less harm from forceful essences.
What does that mean in D&D terms?
You gain resistance to force damage as long as you are wearing the breastplate.
Oh, okay. So, what was... Yeah, text me with the name of the amulet to put in my inventory. And... Kothar, why don't you... No, not Kothar. Solaris, why don't you stay here and and look at the paper, try to decipher it. It sounds like we have some errands to run.
Yes, this seems to be more up my alley.
Chase, do you think you can help me disguise myself? I don't want to bring trouble to the group. I really should go talk to the dwarf who helped me when I first came in.
So, before anything else, did anybody want to wear the breastplate of force resistance? It is a medium armor.
Yeah,
It requires attunement.
Yeah, Gable would throw it on if it's not going to make him stand out more.
It'll lower your armor class.
It will?
Yeah, it's only an AC 14.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a medium
Hey,
armor. It's 14 plus a maximum of 2 from Dex.
It's your dex, yeah.
So, I think Nolth, you could wear it though.
That's what I'm already wearing as a breastplate. I'm wearing a regular one.
But this one has the force resistance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just strictly better.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I already wear one, so it's a bonus if I get it.
Okay.
It's up to you, though. It is yours.
And Rowan,
No.
I think you're. Oh no, it's metal. You can't wear it.
Yeah, I think I can only wear skin.
No,
that about-
if you want the breastplate,
Leather,
like
but
the
I mean,
coat.
whatever you want to call it.
Oh.
Like
Gabriel,
that was
on
like the creepiest way to say that.
On that note, you see, say you start saying, Nolf could do this. You see Nolf walk in with a weird dagger, and it looks like a plank of wood he ripped out of something. We don't know where he got it from.
Well, somebody does. Rowan.
Yeah, Rowan does. I said Rowan about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Rowan knows where I got it. It's just whittling at it.
and where'd you get the
Carving it.
dagger?
The dagger has feathers on it, too.
Oh, and where did you get that strange dagger?
Maybe good.
Okay. Do you want the breastplate? Otherwise, I might try to sell it.
Sure. You can. Here, you can sell mine. I'm take mine off. There you go. I just toss it towards you.
Now, it
Gable.
doesn't take that fast, just because I don't want to set that precedence. Doning
Yeah.
and doving armor takes time. This is 1 minute of you wrestling it off your body.
Now throw it to Gabe.
Yes.
Gabe catches it out of the air, and so this breastplate is a lower AC than my chainmail.
I believe so. I think your chainmail is a 16. So, yeah, it's higher. Yeah, your chainmail is a static 16.
Okay, so Anne, it sounds like you have some tasks to take care of. Chase, can you accompany her?
Them.
Them?
Yes, I'll go with them.
And Nolf, does you want to come with me or stay here?
Sure. He's still carving into wood.
And Rowan, what did you want to do?
I'll go with North. Did you say you're going out somewhere?
Yeah, apparently Chase wants me to do something with him. I'm going with him. You want to join us?
Yeah, or is it just an all boys party?
No, I don't think we should split up. I think we should go as a group.
Okay, that might be the best option. Can you help disguise me a bit, seeing as I apparently have someone powerful who wants me?
Yeah, and I don't know about the wand though. That's not.
As a heads up to the players, there is a minor change to the amulet of proof against detection that I adhere to. It is a 5-foot radius around you. All right? That's it.
Oh, that's it. Good
Walk
point.
tight together.
Nothing within 5 feet of you can be divined on.
Sorry, I'm just having those pictures of where you see the group where they're all slowly walking
Just
together with their
huddled,
feet
everyone's
showing.
hugging Gabriel like, no.
Hey,
This guy's
you know
bad.
what? You want to head out right now? What are you thinking? Or
I agree with Chase. We probably should just head out together and take care of everything together.
You want to do that right now, or are you thinking like in 20, 30 minutes? What do you think? Huh?
I'm good for whenever. It depends on when to take care of her tasks. Their tasks.
Let me go get ready.
Better.
Let me go get ready, and I'll be ready in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat something first, I think.
And then we'll work on Chase's disguise. I mean, Gabriel's disguise.
Alrighty. So go ahead and roll for makeup.
Who's
It'll give him an inspiration.
All right.
Who's
Chase is
rolling? Yeah, Chase is rolling.
And it's which attribute again?
Dexterity.
Oh my god.
Yes.
To roll a d6. You are inspired.
Please? Slash. Oh my god.
It's the
I'm
curse of
shaking from-
Wednesday.
I'm shaking from the nightmares.
Six,
Hey,
I'm
don't even
still-
say that. Sunday was just as bad.
Sunday was awful. I had 6 natural ones.
I thought it was only 5.
It was like 5 or 6. It was
Only.
like everything. And,
Alright.
and I wasn't even rolling at disadvantage. It was just it's awful.
So
Ones
an
when you roll
11.
at advantage, you get 2 ones.
Oh,
So when you
somebody
wanna be
was
a
assisting?
halfling-
Yeah, this is why you always play half.
I'll assist with the makeup.
You had to declare it before the roll was being made.
Ah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Anyways, an hour later, Gabriel has a miscolored but larger looking nose. His hair is underneath a cap where you kind of see his sideburns a little bit. And there's a little bit of powder on his face to try to make the complexion match the nose. But your hands are really shaky right now, and it's not really going your way. Uh-oh, someone dropped the game.
Is it me?
Maybe.
You're here. Oh,
Nope.
Gabe.
Gabriel dropped the game.
Did I? No, I'm here.
No,
Roll
roll 20. Or roll 20 dropped you. One or the other.
Oh, I guess it's excellent. I was trying to find out the AC of stuff.
And then you hit
Okay.
the X.
I
But
guess so.
After that hour goes by, would all of you like to, or who is leaving this protected tiny little hole in the ground? We have Nolth, we have Gabriel, we have N, who else?
Chase.
Chase,
Me.
and Rowan. So not Solaris, perfect. Solaris is staying back here to decipher the note and the letter. As you all head out there, 1 second.
If it's not too burdensome, I'll take the breastplate to sell. If it is, I won't.
I mean, you can take it with you to sell. Just know
Yeah, I
you're
mean-
not going to really have the opportunity to haggle unless you want them to see who you are.
Yeah,
We can always sell it to Ignatius.
just as long as it doesn't make it stick out more while I'm carrying around.
It's not that bad. So,
And it'll cast Alter Self and go as a human.
Chase will use Mask of Many Faces to look like a feeble, elderly woman in a cloak.
okay.
Nulth disguises self as Nulth.
Jero?
Yeah?
Well, would Rowan have seen like a weasel?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. Rowan's gonna turn into a weasel, and then we'll climb up and perch on Chase's shoulder.
Okay.
like a ferret.
Weasel.
Whatever it
Yep.
is.
Got like a little weasel stole.
Do you want to be a weasel or a giant weasel?
No,
Poor Chase. Just probably a normal weasel.
Okay. Here you go. Let me give this to Rowan. Rowan, you now have access to the weasel character sheet.
Okay.
that's awesome. I'm picturing an old woman carrying a giant weasel.
Or you mean a giant weasel carrying a woman? Like just
Right.
Because the giant weasel is medium.
Oh
Wait,
my
so
god.
my perception, is it even better now as a weasel? Or is there
The difference is you have advantage. You're using your own statistics instead of its for all of intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, but you have advantage.
This is amazing. I'm going to be a weasel every day.
So,
Noel puts on his extra ceremonial makeup. Don't worry, guys, I won't send out.
so.
Oh, jeez.
As you all walk out through the tunnels and out of the shop, you do see the shop itself is completely wrecked right now. The tiles are thrown asunder. It seems like this place was completely stripped and cased for any useful items or hidden passageways that may have lingered. Luckily, however, nobody seemed to have found the trapdoor hidden beneath the ground. Mechanisms come into play because of that, so you all have to be thankful for that aspect of this safekeeping. However, the individual definitely seemed to have been watching through here. Now, as you all... Yeah?
Gabe will try to peek through the window and see if he spots anything.
Roll a perception check. $12. I mean, you see a heavy amount of foot traffic and individuals moving and lurking about their normal days, but nothing seems to be standing out to you.
Okay, let's go. I'll take up the rear. Knowles, why don't you take the lead and keep your eye out for anybody who's watching?
Yep,
I
I'll
think-
take the front.
Gabe, I think you may want to stick to the middle rather than the rear. That way
Okay.
we can. I'll keep an eye on you better, and you're in the center.
Whatever you think's best. But Gabe keeps right in front of him.
Alrighty.
And,
So I'm assuming the order is Nolth and Gabriel chase.
And
And then Rowan with chase.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You
Then
have
I'll
a pocket
help.
druid.
I'll help Noel navigate because I think the easiest thing to do would be to go to Ignatius first, and then.
Sure. The moment you mention the burlesque club, Nolth is perfectly familiar with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he knows where he's going. Nolth, while you spend a little bit of time here, you stumbled upon a fantastic little dance ritual site that you had to pay a little bit of coin to go into. Everybody was showing off exactly how powerful their builds were and being very, very sauntering, and they seemed to be doing this as some type of religious rite of sorts, as many people were showing up and paying tributes to how beautiful the display was. It was a great and powerful place. You enjoyed it quite a bit. To everybody
Must
else,
be
this
powerful
is the
men.
burlesque club. Yeah, all men. All men.
I just think it's some religious ceremony.
Yeah, of course. So you walk over there, and the guy goes, "Hey, big spender, how you been?"
How's the ceremony's been? You going good?
Great. Yeah, fantastic. Oh, you brought a few people with you, eh?
Mhm.
And I
Hey,
think
we-
at this
let's listen
point,
and enjoy it.
none of you look like you. Alrighty, well, you know the deal. It's 5 gold to get in.
Nolf pays us 5 gold. I'll cover the tab. I'll cover for my friends.
So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Weasels are free! Weasels are free!
Yeah, of course. You're a weasel. You're just an old lady coming out to watch a burlesque club full of men with a weasel on her shoulder.
Oh,
There's
Chase.
nothing suspicious about this at all.
Pass. I passed the 20 gold over so everybody gets in.
Fantastic. And you all get your hands stamped.
In
Perfect.
the weasel?
this is my
No.
favorite time to see those men.
Yep. Old lady, pleasure to have you join us. Come on through. And it is a halfling this time, wearing the cufflinks and the bow tie, letting you all through. And as you all start moving about the area, the music is playing very vibrantly, and it's a very fun and energetic atmosphere for well, a nice change of pace compared to what you've been experiencing. You all look around at the familiar sights. Of course, the Goliath is not working during the day. He seems to have been occupied last night, since he was spending time with all of you.
I'll go up to one of the waiters. Is Ignatius still here?
Yeah. Ignatius is upstairs. Oh, are you the special guest he told us about?
I didn't think he'd
Maybe not.
talk about me like that, but yes, I am here to see him.
Oh, great. Here, let me go get you, follow me over to the gift shop, please. He takes you over to the gift shop, pulls out 3 large, perfectly bow-wrapped presents, and hands it over to, well, Nolth. Alright, right there for you, and, of course, his room is, 236 tonight.
By the way, during all this, Gabriel stays uncomfortably close to N because of the amulet.
Perfect.
Bolt
No
is
problem.
just eyeing up people.
Yeah. There's a lot of people, like, they are displaying themselves beautifully for this religious rite.
And it's just like, look, it's not, like, because Inn has an inkling of what's in those packages. Because it's Ignatius.
Well, time to bring our offerings.
All right.
Okay, so let's go to that room.
Nolth, as you're passing by, there is a half-orc individual who seems to be flexing their entire body and showing off all of these muscles you weren't even sure the, natural body possessed. And it seems to be a beautiful display as they are wrapping their legs around a pole and twisting around it in circles, using nothing but their own momentum. And then one thought pops into your mind. I hope this doesn't awaken something in me.
When was the last time? 300? Nah, 200 years ago.
That's a good point. Weasel, do you feel like you need to roll a wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Do it as yourself, of course.
I will.
Yep.
A save, right?
Yes, yeah. 13. You feel yourself get like a minor nosebleed, but then you kind of like just wipe it on Chase's shoulder and stay. You don't quite take 1 point of psychic damage, but...
Is there any elves?
Oh, of course there's elves in here. But they're kind of off to the corner on like specific people's tables, just, talking to them, drinking some wine and shots with them. And as you pass by, how much gold do you toss the one?
+5. Remember, business before pleasure.
There you go.
Before pleasure.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
For your duties, you do. I must get back.
Thank you. They just smile.
Let's go upstairs, y'all. Come on.
Yep. Okay, we got offerings. Okay, I got 3. Who wants to? Each one, we all should give 1 offering up. We give 1 to Gabe for good luck and good fortune.
And you're handing people gold?
No, I'm giving the 3 gift bows.
Ah, okay.
We all need to make an offering for good luck. So 1 to Gabe. Now let's see.
Great, another one.
Who wants good luck? Chase or who's it? And you've been having a lot of bad luck today. You should get 1 too.
Thanks.
Don't worry. This should help.
What am I getting?
1 of the bow-wrapped presents.
It's not for the offerings.
So, all of you take your party favors and head upstairs to Ignatius's room, where as you get closer towards it, Nolth, even though you are walking forward, N, you being second in line, notice that the door is slightly open.
And I'll shoot Ignatius a message and be like, hey, it's in. I think we may have gotten confused for the guests that you're supposed to have.
Don't mind that now. Just come on in.
All right. Thank you. But it's okay to come on in, everyone, and we'll...
When you open the door, you see Chauncey standing there with a knife hold outwards in his hand with a giant smile and a dead body at his feet. And Ignatius walks out wearing a robe.
Gable pulls
hi.
in close. What's going on here?
Oh,
No, this is part of our religious ceremony.
no.
Sacrifices early.
What? No, we don't do... Oh, this person was trying to kill me.
Oh,
Sacrifices.
okay, that's good. That's good.
Chauncey starts like wiping the knife on their shirt and goes, "Would you like me to make any of you drinks?"
So I guess Chauncey's
No.
also a bodyguard.
Take a
Why do you think I
whiskey.
pay so much for it?
We come bearing offerings.
Gable looks at him. How much do you pay him?
I think it's like 200 gold a night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been.
I mean, clearly worth it.
yeah, obviously.
Dolph gets in front of him, kneels down, and does the holding out the gift in front of him. That's an offering.
Who's this one?
This
Yeah.
is Noel. He's a new friend.
I am Nolf, Grand Priest.
He's very religious.
Are we... he's serious. This isn't like...
Yeah, he's.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I'm not gonna fuck with him. Please stand up. I am not a priest. I'm fairly certain most churches, if I walked into them, I would burst into flames. But, you know, that's just because of my other activities. Not
So-
this one, just to clarify. I didn't...
Yeah. Ignatius, is this room much like the other room that you were in, where we could talk openly, or should we go somewhere else?
We can talk openly here now. However, it's not as secure as the other one. Please close the door behind you. We had a little mix-up where somebody broke into that room. I don't know how, but they seemed to be looking, and they ravaged through my entire belongings, and they took many of my personal effects and items that I was trying to sell.
Jace goes ahead and
That's part of why I'm here, is I want to give Fabulous back.
Oh, thank you. That's fabulous.
Right.
So,
We ran into a little bit of a snag at the academy.
I heard.
Yeah, so that was
Yeah.
us.
Well,
and
he sits down and crosses his legs. Dish.
so we're trying to figure out if, the professor that invited us is the one who is running a cult there. And that
What
it
was his name again?
Kensworth.
Kensworth. Sounds like a slimy name.
Hi, Elf.
That's typical.
So we it was apparent that he was attacked too, but we don't know if that was a fake or not. Yeah, so about half our group got captured, and we had to bust them out. And
And blew the floor.
yeah, I blew up the floor.
And the
Ooh.
door.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Causing chaos is kind of what I do, apparently.
Apparently. Yeah.
Apparently.
Yep.
But I didn't have the chance to make good on the deal. So, honest person I am, I wanted to bring it back.
Well, thank you very much. Actually. And it's unscathed. Well, relatively.
I did my best.
Hey, it did its job. That's how you know it works. You're not dead.
Not for lack of trying, apparently.
Jace is gonna mask him when he faces back to to look like the way he looked the last time Ignatius.
Generic NPC number 3. Yes.
Yeah. But I think with better clothing, if I remember right. But yeah.
Yes. That's why it's number 3. You're typically
that's
number 2. Number 3 is that one with a few different features plus nice clothing. Apparently, old lady is number 4.
I will start writing them down.
All right, cool.
So, Ignatius, it seems that Gabriel, and I don't know if this is why someone broke in here or not, but Gabriel is being sought after by the Darkened Society.
What?
Apparently.
Oh no. Oh honey, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'll pour one out for you. I'm so sorry. Oh.
It's just how my life is.
And Ignatius stands up and walks over and like leans your head against his shoulder and starts rubbing your back. He's like, it's okay. It's okay. Oh God, just.
Thank you.
Are you interested in anybody in this building? I don't care. I'll pay. It's fine. You deserve at least one good lay before you die.
No, I'm good, thank you.
And this is the most serious any of you have ever seen Ignatius.
And In's just in there like, last time you got laid was me, so that was a good one.
This party dynamic.
Hey, Ian. We're supposed to get the gifts now. We're supposed to.
Yeah. Did you want to save these back to the guys downstairs for your?
No. You can leave them here. I don't think
Okay.
I'm going to be needing that. I'm actually going to be skipping town here probably tonight. Yeah, if someone's breaking into my room and, well, sending fodder apparently after me. No offense, Chauncey, but he's not that useful. I think... I believe that's the modifier, Rowan. Yes, but I can double check in a second. It might be half of your level.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be. But I believe... Because 10 sounds like a lot, but you have third level spell slots. Anyways, back to the game. So, I'm probably going to be skipping town tonight. Considering a large section of my wares have been stolen from me. Yeah. I have to restock.
You say you had your father sent after you?
Fodder.
Fodder.
Fodder. Oh.
Meaning not very useful except in
Cannon
wasting
fodder.
time.
Yeah. I
Yes,
got
like a goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Though I don't hold any grudges against goblins. Adorable creatures.
Pretty useful sometimes. In small caves.
But yes, I'm probably
I
going to be
think-
heading back to Deep Yard.
Gotcha. Yeah, we're trying to skip town too, but we're also kind of trying to figure out who the fuck at the academy fucked with me. And
Reasonable.
on the end on that in Infernal.
Mhm.
So that the only one I guess it and cockblocked me.
Oh.
Bad.
Rage. Understood. Anybody here who
Yes.
understands Infernal hears this. I think somebody in the party understands it other than you.
Kothar did, I think.
Oh yeah, Kothar's gone. Damn. Okay.
And I was gonna take it, but I took halfling instead.
Yeah. Hey, that's a useful language in my games. You'll come across them. So yes. Well, if you're looking to skip town, I mean... You all could escort me back to Deep Yard. I think it's better to move in numbers than not, especially if you're being hunted by them.
Right.
Do you really want us along when they're hunting one of us?
Well,
Sweetie, if someone's after you, they might kill you, but not me.
If
I
that's
need someone
okay,
to watch me while I sleep.
I'm more
Not
than happy to
literally,
help.
unless I ask.
Well, I mean, I think that would be a good idea. I mean,
Yeah.
and all that. Like,
Not to mention my boar's dead.
sorry to hear that. That's
So I'll need
Or-
someone else to pull the cart. I don't trust horses. Never have.
I mean, beefcake.
Little tiny beefcake. No.
Have you? I know this may sound a little vague, but have you ever seen a person that was wearing like a long trench coat, a broad-rimmed hat, worn
Flasher.
work boots.
Yeah,
no,
Flasher.
Well, like a flasher, but
Yeah.
more ominous. Can't see their face.
Oh, like an ugly Flasher?
Yeah.
Or like another person that's after us.
I mean, that doesn't really sound familiar.
Okay.
Not particularly. I mean, not,
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, Gabe doesn't always wear a lot of clothing, and could have been a flasher. I don't know.
Quite possibly. But if they're ugly, they shouldn't be doing that. I mean, realistically, you don't want to do that ever, because, nobody needs to be seeing that unless they want to be seeing it. So, that's just disrespectful.
So,
Which, by the way, if we're going to be traveling back, I have a thing. Where's your natural friend?
Towards the weasel.
Oh, you're a weasel now. Is that permanent?
I think
No.
it's temporary.
Oh.
It's like a temporary
She
thing.
likes to be animals quite frequently. Yesterday she was.
That's understandable. Well, damn. I have this new experimental armor I was working on, and luckily I still have that. And I want to see how it actually works in the field, but the only people it would really match are her or you. But that's only if you're feeling that, well, playful that day.
Well,
Chase sends a
I own a certain set of armor already.
Yeah,
we're
that's...
So
Chase takes Rowan down and puts her on the ground and sends her a message. Well, if you want some good gear, he might have some for you if you want to change back.
Look, Rowan just shakes her head.
Shakes your
Climbs
head,
back
no?
up. Yep.
Okay.
So, do you want us to meet up back up with you later and we can head out? Or did you want to come with
Sure.
it?
I mean, I want to get, like, all of my everything together. So
Oh.
if you want to meet up
Yeah.
later, that shouldn't be a problem at all.
Okay, we have a few errands to run.
No worries.
all right, yeah, and
Just to clarify, I'm going to Deep Yard, though. So,
wasn't that where the Darken Society's from?
I mean, I don't think anybody knows where they're from. Except themselves, of course. But, I mean, they have influence all over that territory. They're kind of like... How do I put this?
Spread
As
out.
far as... Well, I mean, as far as underground secret organizations go, they're very influential and have a lot of reach. They're primarily based out of Gravestake, but who knows where they're from?
Let's see. I'm trying to think back.
Chase.
And this is out of character. Isn't that where, with doing the stuff with Lucifon's family, that we needed to go? Okay.
Yes.
Chase picks up the weasel and puts it back on his shoulder.
Okay, so we've got some running to do. Actually, I had a really good idea for something. Where can I send a letter locally? Is there like?
Well, where are you trying to send it?
It might be a little bit of a risk, but we ran into someone who was actually really helpful at the academy, and I wanted to see if maybe we could kind of be friends, and he could kind of look into some stuff. Because, like, I doubt that any of us are going to be able to get back into the academy anytime soon.
Well,
Chris. And I really want to fucking know who fucking messed with us.
oh, that's fair.
Because I'm kind kind of pissed.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh.
Who is it? I could probably get a message over to them. It had to be a short message.
His name's Nathan Gale. He's a professor.
Architect. World's greatest, I think.
That's where I heard about him from. The world's greatest architect.
What was
Really? Is he? Archaeologist.
Or archaeologist, sorry.
Yes, he is not an architect. His job is to discover architecture hidden underneath the ground. Sure. Well, give me 25 words that you want me to send over to him. I suggest first off being like, hi. Common courtesy. But I'll send it over to him. I think I've seen him once or twice. He did this big public speech a couple of years ago trying to tell us that it's very important to inquire into the age of old, before the age of the blades, and to see any of the architectures or structures that are hidden down there. It was actually a very nice public speech, but unfortunately he was speaking in Deep Yard, which is... You're talking on deaf ears over there. Let me tell you something. As open-minded as they are, unless you're really smart, they don't like you.
Tap on Chase's shoulder, shake him a little bit. Hey. I'll be at the bar.
There is a bar in this room, in case you want to go over to that.
Yep, that's where Nalta's going to, the bar.
And Chauncey's already standing over there. Hi, what would you like me to make?
I'll take a whiskey, straight.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't think I know that drink.
Sex on the beach.
That I know.
That one is. I'll take a whiskey, Ben.
He goes, he pours it out, and then hands it over to you. Still smiling.
Smile back. Basically.
And he just keeps smiling.
Yeah, if I hear shouting, I'll come running back. Correction. When I hear shouting, I'll come running back.
You're like 40 feet away from them right now. There's a bar in the room that you're standing in.
Oh, okay.
That's where Chauncey is.
Yep. I'm just drinking.
Yep. So, do you know what you're gonna have me send?
Workshopping.
Okay, got it. He continues just like turning his foot from side to side and smiles at Chase and then looks very sad at Gabriel and then smiles at Chase.
Jace is gonna do masculine faces back into the old woman.
You know, while we're waiting, you all can get yourself some drinks. It's no problem.
Probably best not to drink when you've got major trouble coming for you.
On the
Alpha takes
contrary, I think that
another
is
sip.
the perfect time to drink.
Chase gets some water and tries to find a little bowl or dish for.
It's 20 or 25.
25 words. When you order water at the bar, he tilts his head and Ignatius goes, "Put ice in a cup, warm it up." Of course. And hands you over a bowl of melted ice, aka water.
Nice. Chase takes a drink and then puts it down, takes the weasel. Lets Rowan take a drink if she wants.
Rowan will take a drink.
What is Chase again?
Okay.
Who knows?
What does he look like? Just a general observation.
Right now,
Not
he
Chase-
looks like a little
Not
old
Chase,
lady.
not Chase, not Chase. The person. serving the drink.
Ignatius.
Ignatius?
Oh,
he is
oh,
a
Chancey.
tiefling.
The person serving drinks always smiling.
Chauncey.
Chance.
Human. Very beautiful, fairly large, incredibly large pecs, completely naked other than banana hammock and the customary collar and cufflinks.
Rowan,
Nice
part of the
sip.
drink falls out of Rowan's mouth.
So, how much he's paying you? Basically, he's gonna spend the next bit flirting.
Sure. Oh, I make about $200 a night.
Dollars to gold is.
Oh,
That's 200 gold.
that's what we call credits here. Gold.
My bad. And they changed the credit. Times are changing. Times are changing.
It's totally pandering.
Gotta say, you make a nice drink. What's your
Alright.
special? Yeah, basically, that's gonna be it for the next 30 minutes. I'm just learning.
All right.
I swear, this is like the bisexual disaster group, like for real.
And there's only one bard.
Who's like half a bard? Who's like
Right.
a third a bard? Like,
Good. The warlock also uses charisma.
Yeah, Gable just staying close to and watching.
my skill set is just charisma. That's all I've got.
Yeah. You are charisma caster.
Sorcerer,
That's how you're labeled on the stream. Charisma
warlock,
caster.
and bard. It's just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you got all three. I mean,
I do.
yeah. The last one you're missing is paladin, but you got them little arms, so you can't do that one.
I've got a negative strength modifier. That's not happening.
But anyways,
And little
Ignatius and
arms.
Ignatius just starts writing in the air. Alrighty. That should. Oh, he's very enthusiastic. Oh, I have to send him another one so he can reply. Okay. This is gonna tap me out for the evening, but I have to send him another one. Jesus Christ, why is he so long-winded? Just, ugh. Use smaller phrasing, goddammit. Okay, that's better. Well, I have to say, he's incredibly confident. And he seems interested in looking into what happened. He seems very offended that somebody did that in a place where he teaches young minds to expand their realm of knowledge and opportunity. So, yeah. Also, apparently, I'm going to be getting some dinner with him whenever he comes to Deep Yard next. Could be fun. Not
I mean-
particularly my type, you know. Humans are as boring as they come, but
I mean, we can't all be, and it'll like gesture between the two. We can't all.
I know, but at minimum you can be and gestures at Nolth. So, after that he goes, all right, so apparently he'll look into the things for you. Go about and do what it is that you wish to do, and meet me back here later in the evening. I think us leaving late at night will probably be best. I'll see you around.
Thanks, Ignatius. You're the best.
Of course.
If anyone knows that drink, what that
Amaretto.
drink is,
Amaretto liqueur.
amaretto, ice cream, and whipped cream. It's a certain mixture.
You
for
realize this
great
is a
name.
fantasy world, right? So of course they have that.
Yep.
So
And just like looks at the whipped cream and has like Vietnam flashbacks.
That, my friends, is how you make a blowjob.
yeah. Ignatius is not going to say anything. Anyways, you all are allowed to leave.
Shoot it down. Get ready to leave.
All right, bye. I'll see you.
Oh,
Chase picks up Rowan, puts her on his shoulder.
So, as you all gather yourselves to think about what you're going to do next, I think this is a good place for us to take our first break for the evening. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody. We are back, as per usual, in self-promotion. I have a button. It does it for me. It is fantastic. So, players, you go about your business. You sell the chest plate, which is very easy for you to do. And now that we're no longer in the speakeasy, it's time for us to start listening to some Peruvian castle music. Now, you all managed to sell the breastplate, reach out and talk to the dwarf Gabriel, or we're going to pick up with that. And you're planning on picking up 2 people on the way out. So, Gabriel, as you get over to the very familiar looking church and chapel, most of you have no knowledge of modern religion, right? I.e., none of you are proficient in religion?
Uh,
No,
Proficient in
your
religion,
answer is
not
still
modern.
no. Yeah,
yeah, my
your-
thing is still no.
Yeah. Okay, so none of you understand what this church is, but as you're walking up the stairs and listening to the very heavy slamming of hammer on iron and steel, you begin walking up the stairs. And Gabriel, you're finally rested up enough that you no longer feel that broken from the job that the cleric did. And as you walk up, you do see high up on the mantle itself is that dwarven individual still working at their smaller fireplace, and they don't seem to immediately notice you. Is anybody else going in with Gabriel?
Hello.
I'll wait outside the door. Just took out my knife, took out the little piece of wood, and I just started working at it again. Just waiting outside the church door.
I'll
Gabriel.
presume Chase stays behind just because Chase isn't here. Yes, Gabriel?
Yeah, Gable waves toward the dwarf as he heads up to him.
The dwarf looks over at you. I got your gold. It's in the pouch right there. Take it back.
I'm sorry. I would. Things became very problematic while in town. Apparently, I have someone very dangerous looking for me. It's best I get out of town quickly, and my presence would probably just cause you danger. I appreciate your help. The gold was to make up for not being able to carry through with what I agreed to, but the
Your
situation.
gold was not what you agreed to. What you agreed to was work. Now, when you can work, you come back here. But I don't need your gold.
Agreed. I have no idea how long it's going to take me to get out of the trouble I seem to have fallen into, but
Even in my old years, I have plenty more time than you do. I'll be
Okay.
here.
Gable grabs the gold. Again, I appreciate the help, and I give you my word I will return to carry through with my promise as soon as my situation changes. Thank
I'll
you.
carry out the final end of mine as well.
Yes, of course.
Have a good day. And he
Thank
turns
you.
and keeps working at his forge.
Gable walks back out to the others outside the forge. Okay, I think that's all we need to do in town. So all we need to do is pick up a nauseous and Solaris.
Nauseous is what you called him? Oh no. Oh, no.
Agnostious. What's his name?
Ignatius.
Oh, Ignatius. Solaris.
Alright. So, as you all get back, I'm gonna have Solaris roll real quick.
At least they didn't call him Kai.
True.
Very true.
Alright. We are going to have Solaris do his investigation. Jesus, okay. That's how that's going. So, when you all get back to the single shingle, the shop is mostly fixed up right now. And
Gable's keeping an eye out for anyone watching them.
roll a perception.
Perception.
Nobody that you can note or tell.
Okay.
Now, as you are walking through here, you do see that the halfling is sitting there once again, and this has probably taken a couple of hours. So, Rowan, you're down to your last half hour as a small little woodland creature form. Now, he looks over at all of you and goes, "Hey, so got a little bit of bad news for you.
What?
Did some research into who that guy was.
Mm-hmm.
Goes by Mr. V.
Mr.
B as in boy or B as in Victor?
V as in Victor. Mr. V. He, well, he's been accounted for on, as far as I can tell, 8 different assassinations here in Southern Fion. 2 of note from Deep Yard, and 1 in Claimstead. Or, sorry, Weldon Top. He's killed council members, getting past all of their security guard details. Looks over at you, Nolth, and apparently has killed people like you. You know quite a bit about your friend Kothar, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the rumor is he's the one who, may have been hunting them.
What?
You hunting Shervonets or
The
this?
champions.
If that's what you want to call them.
That's what we know them as.
Then fine, champions.
You hunting champions of anyone in particular? Champions of Shervon, champion of
I
the...
don't know that much, but as far as my very trustworthy contacts go, his kill count is far larger than that, but that's what has been attested to him deliberately.
So, I don't know if you guys. So, you're one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how close knit you guys are. We were
Not really.
introduced to this because we found ones who had been killed already. It was a pair of halfling twins.
Who?
I don't know if you would know who they are, but
They're of who are the champions of? Shervon, Sherfan, Eldif, the Green Mother, the Mistress of Pain,
I didn't know that, but that's
the Traveler.
I don't know.
It's 22. Who takes twins usually?
They
I know. Each
Roll a religion check to see if you know.
Yep. And no, before you declare, I forgot to use inspiration. My bad.
Okay, so you're using your inspiration for it? So
Yep.
we'll just take whatever was the greater value?
Yep. Other than that, 20.
Alrighty. So, each of the champions had their own charges at their disposal. You know that Kothar was the champion of the Crystal Dragon, as everybody refers to them. The paragon of honor and justice. And he belonged to the larger sect of all of the groups of individuals who lived out far away and secluded from where you came from. Jesus. I can't find the PDF. I posted it somewhere. Which chat did I post it in? I think it was in Homebrew Ideas. Quite possibly, yeah. I think it was Homebrew Ideas. Does anybody else remember their names off the top of their heads, by any chance? It was the name of the weapons.
I'm just going through the whole where I find something posted by you.
Yeah, me too, and it's not going so well. Alrighty.
It's really up there.
Just give me a second. But with your role, you would know who they are. They are the charges of Irene, who is, as you stated, the Mistress of the Wild. The Mistress of Green. The Green one.
The Green Mother.
Yeah. One of the originals.
Sounds like they could be charges of the Green Mother.
Oh, holy fuck stick.
You know the Green Mother?
No.
But she generally takes.
Time I carried one of their weapons, was that?
You carried one of
Into the
their...
weapon.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
What was your question? Pull out?
What was your question?
That, was he the one that was on the other end of that weapon? The one that had the psychic connection?
You don't know?
If he was the one killing him.
You carried one of
There's
their
some-
weapons?
So
Wait, not that one.
when we found out the ones that these halfling people have been killed, Kothar didn't want the weapon just to stay sitting. And I was the only one in the group who it wanted to work with. And there was the thing about those was that it was like a psychic link between the two of them. And
Rez and Q. The individuals are Rez and Q. Halfling twins.
And so the person on the other end of that created a ritual that was opening and sustaining a portal. And it would make sense that someone with that kind of magic skill would be able to get into Chase's head and do that weird shit that almost killed me again. I know, right? It's like a repeat story.
Did they take their artifacts of power? Did they take their gifts? Did he take
Except
it?
one of them.
Which one?
Q. You had Rez. They are known as the Twin Blades, Nolth. Two weapons that allow the individuals to psychologically know where each other are, as long as they are on the same plane of existence very freely, and to communicate using them. The one restriction about it is the people who had to attune to one of the Twin Blades had to be of opposite minds, meaning their alignment had to be opposite on one scale. Rez was one that you spent a good amount of time with. Very chaotic, but he was a good person. He always wanted things to go right. He would always do whatever was necessary to make sure the world was always a better place. And Q was on the lawful spectrum of good. He wanted to follow the rules and kind of reel his brother in as much as possible, trying to push everything forward in the world as it needed to, knowing that his brother was too much to fully control, just tried helping, guiding him.
They were good boys. What'd y'all do with the artifact, with the sword you had? And what did y'all do with it?
We had to turn it over to the Blades of Light. We didn't have an option.
Then nothing. Okay. Hopefully. Let's see. Anyone else been hit? There are champions that you know have been killed.
Not necessarily, no.
Sharana, help me. This is not good. This is not good. And with my artifact. Oh, fuck. This is not good.
Yeah.
Have you got any news of somebody Has there been any news about someone reading minds recently? Or anything of that nature?
Your dream chase?
Or predicting the future to, say, an extent. For sure. Out of character, I forgot off the top of my head, my artifact's power. It was seeing the future for a few seconds, wasn't it?
Something like that. Do you remember the name of your artifact? Because I have like 19 of them.
It was the Raven Queen's artifact. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
Was it the Mask of Patrons?
Yes, Mask of Patrons.
The Future Sight ability.
Yep.
Yeah.
Has anyone been profiting very well recently? Someone's been doing really well. Sunrise and Power. Did you know of? Just suddenly and randomly.
Listen, this is the last thing I'm going to tell you, and then I want all of you as far away from me as possible, okay? Get it? No, we owe you and your people a lot, but we're not going to risk our lives and what we have here for this, all right?
It's good, it's good. Just keep a lookout on that item I said to pop up.
Well, there is someone who's moving up the ranks in the council. Somebody was a fourth chair advisor, and, well, their insight has been seen by Byro in particular. And Nolth, you recognize the name Byro. He was around from back then.
Okay.
As far as any of the advisors go, he was one of the only trustworthy individuals that you could have imagined from that era.
Okay.
And, well, Byro's been moving him up. He's one seat away from being an advisor himself. His name, as far as the council is concerned, is Leon Chi.
Okay,
Leon Chi. So Leon space Chi. He's a ruler of a monastery outside of Claimstead. But he's been having unprecedented knowledge about what is going to transpire in the near future. Byro's been keeping him close because of it. Now, I don't know where you're headed, but right now, Byro is already on his way back to Deep Yard, probably be there as soon as he wants to be, let's be honest. Which, Nolth, because you're not in the Sunday night game, I probably have to tell you, Byro is the representative for all of Gravestake. He is the seated second chair of the council.
I'm sitting here just like...
only to the king.
Fuck. So many implications that it's aware of, but...
Yeah.
Sharvana. I'm saying this out loud, too. Sharvana getting inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that looks bleak.
Well,
Let's just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward.
Solaris steps out from the hidey hole. I think I have some good news. Well, not good, but news that can be helpful.
News is good news.
You found something from the paper?
I have deciphered a little bit of it, though I'm still working on having it be complete. It would appear that this is a bounty of some kind.
Let me guess, on me.
No. Maybe. Are you an Aasimar?
Not that I know of, no.
Well then, no.
I mean, you are an ass, but
Thank you.
It would appear that they are marking and crossing off different types of creatures or people that they are interested in. Apparently this individual, I don't know all of the types that they are looking for, but they are interested in an Aasimar, a tiefling, a troll, and what would appear to be I don't know if I'm getting this right. Shadarkai. I don't know what that is, personally. Nolth, you can roll a nature check. Rowan, you could roll a nature check. And you could roll a nature check. Chase, you can roll a nature check.
Woohoo! Thought I was gonna be left out on that one.
Yeah, Nolth got it. And did as well.
Ooh.
Chase did as well. Rowan, unfortunately not.
God bless it.
How? How?
Because you're a wizard right now. Or not a wizard, a weasel right now.
So, shouldn't that be even better?
Rowan, you're a wizard.
You're a wizard, Rowan.
So, Anne and Chase, what you know about Shadarkais are they are an extension of the elven heritage, but they are a unique style of elf that did not come from the Feywilds. They came from someplace else, but that's the extent that the two of you know. Nolth, do you know the history of the Shadarkai? Canon history.
No. I can research
Okay.
those.
No, because as soon as you type canon, you'll get 6 different stories. This comes from 2nd edition and up. Without any retcons. It's the only one that has not had a whole lot of retcons, which is awesome. Shadarkai are dark elves that did not fall for the trap that Lolth set for many of the elves trying to leave the Feywilds themselves. Instead, they were coaxed by a specific deity, Nolth, to join her fight against undead and those that would disrupt the natural order of things. Shadarkai stem from a very, very dark, decrepit land that is null and void of many different aspects of enjoyment or even life. And they have been touched and blessed by the Raven Queen as a race. They are very devout on making sure that whatever the Queen wants to happen, happens. As well as anybody who deserves it dies gloriously, as that is the only aspect of immortality that they believe in. They believe that you can only be immortal if you die gloriously. Outside of that, you never seek immortality. That is disrespectful.
Yep.
They're typically found underground. Kind of like Drow in most stories. In this one, it's Shadarkai.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've probably interacted with them a few times.
More than likely.
Yeah, that's with the magical mentality.
Well, it appears that they are looking for those people.
And
Fun.
who put this out? Exactly.
Give you a lucky guess.
Darken Society?
More than likely. This is just the note that they had on them. They seem to have crossed out a Furbolg and an Eladrin.
Why do they need all those?
I don't know, but if they want to do this, this is a terrible thing and it needs to stop.
Yeah. And that's probably why they were raiding villages.
Well, now that we know some people have association with them in High Report, I don't think it's the smartest idea for us just to take this to the council without some type of definitive proof. And even at that, I can't think of a council member I would trust. Not one that I could get to, at least.
Probably not the one whose son I killed.
Probably not.
That's probably not a good idea. That's not a good idea at all. So, at this point, we have many choices. What y'all want to do? What y'all thinking, guys?
And just kind of like paces a little bit.
Get out of town, get Azamar to we need to go.
Is he just looking for Azamar in general? Because we can't protect all the Azamar. We're not that.
No.
Everyone aside from Nolth, Asimars are,
No.
as far as you know, extinct.
The guy we were escorting with the kinky guard.
Ignatius.
Ignatius. It's also a name.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll just go with that because I just dropped that already. Everybody else, Asimars are all but extinct as far as you know. They were eradicated after the last Great War.
And we can't protect all the Azamars.
I'm getting more and more frustrated, and I think
Is it going after a specific type of people? That we could do. But it just seems like they're going for broad terms at this point. They're just going to grab anyone of that race they can. And we can't protect all of them.
Right.
Well, I say, let's take this one step at a time, in my opinion. Let's do before we can think of the next week, let's think of the next meal. Let's just get this guy out of town. Does that sound good?
Yeah. And I know this isn't something I talk about a lot. But I grew up and was lucky as a tiefling to have a family that embraced what I am and celebrated it. And I don't know if I've ever been this angry my entire life. And these people going after races who already have a hard life and targeting people that are different. I haven't done anything serious in my my whole life. Like I've never done anything of note or anything serious. And it's always been just going from one town to another and having fun. And I'm gonna promise right now that I'm not letting this go.
Good. Got that righteous anger. That's the good anger. Don't let Kasumi though, but keep that in the heart. That's what's gonna drive you.
Please put that down on stream.
Oh, my bad. I'm just
Thank
been
you.
using it as a prop for wood carving.
Yeah, but TOS.
My bad. I forget TOS. There we go, just like this.
Yeah. Plastic. That is clearly not plastic.
Oh, this is silver. Bad. Butter knife.
We need to.
No, I don't.
We should head out
Oh, well.
soon.
Does
And
everyone
remember
have
that
everything?
anger and use it. And use it wisely.
You all gather your things together and head back over to pick up Ignatius, who is already waiting out front. He does have Shanti looking after him the entire time, smiling.
Does Shanti have clothes on now?
Of course not.
What a ridiculous question.
Yeah, come on now.
Why would you think you would?
I assumed he was traveling with us.
Yes.
No,
Oh,
no, he works here. He's one of the bouncers of the establishment.
Bouncer.
I am not
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
say
Yeah,
what
I know,
the joke was.
was.
I'm not going to say. There
Asa
was
was
a
already
joke.
working on it. But anyways, as you all gather your things up, Ignatius looks and goes, "Oh, okay, serious mood right now. Good. So who's gonna pull the cart until I can get a new boar?"
Don't want me.
I'll pull it.
I'll
Perfect.
pull it.
I don't care which one of you. Actually, you're bigger, but I've known him longer.
Whatever.
So which is better, big or long?
Definitely longer. But we'll go with you, Gabriel. Please pull it. Welcome to New Embrace After Dark. On Sunday, we have New Embrace Dark Fantasy. Completely different, I assure you. As all of you set out towards the gate themselves, Ignatius gets you out of the city with very, very little resistance, other than an inquiry from a guard and a check of a note that most of you are familiar with already. Nolth is getting a very strange look at this point from the guard, but oh, by the way, during the travel, Ignatius is presenting himself in his human form.
It is as well.
Nolt
I'm
is
assuming Chase is going to go back to PC number 3. NPC number 3.
3 is more
And-
rich. 2 is more.
Oh, 2. No, yeah, we're
passive.
going to go 2. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
NPC 2.
2 is the
And
chase
I-
they all know.
Yeah, and I'm assuming Rowan is no longer on my shoulders.
By the time you're outside of the city, Rowan, you are back to being Rowan.
Still on his shoulder.
All right, Chase, give me a strength save.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you're walking. And just, I don't know how long you'll sustain it, but
Rowan is so impressed.
of course.
Oh, good news. If anyone's paying attention. Nolt has finished 1 ring of wood. He's now working on the second one. Just kind of take a loop, big loop. I have wood carving all day.
So, as you all continue marching through, making your way northwestern, you're walking along a path, and for most of you, you've never experienced this place before in your life. It's a very lovely, solid, very well-constructed road. It's made of this solid stone that's almost like stonework itself for a building, but it's smooth all the way across. It's astonishing that they have this level of craftsmanship out here, and the grass on the sides is stunted, maybe about ankle high all the way across, and within 20 feet of the area around you, there are fences designating different properties and lands inside of this domain. They stretch on as far as the eyes can see, and most of them seem to be simple, tiny, little farming aspects of Southern Fion, as the majority of its commerce comes from the fine wares and quality that they produce. You see large, very far-stretching cotton fields. You see very, very beautiful, ornate vineyards from left to right, followed by a few other locations that seem to be growing different plants and aspects that you presume are perfect for things like essences and different properties and rituals necessary for magic casting. Though for many of you, the mood has shifted, and you're less on the tourist feel of things, and you're more on the we need to get shit done type of ordeal. And after you travel for about 2 or 3 hours outside the city, Ignatius instructs Gabriel to pull off to the side. Alright, so now that we're outside of the city, y'all are really fucked right now, aren't you?
You could say that. And not in a good way.
Up the creek
Yeah.
without a paddle.
Nothing
Yeah,
new
it's
for
been a
me.
while.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll get you into Deep Yard as payment for escorting me there. Trust me, it's very expensive to do it otherwise. And also, if you need anything, don't hesitate to come by my shop. I don't mind helping. But before we get to Deep Yard, just know that it's incredibly difficult to get in and get out, unless you are a notable caster. And no offense to most of you, the people there are very judgmental if you
Bricks.
are not smart. They judge you based off of your intellect and nothing else.
Yeah, it's not like I've been, judged against my whole life or anything.
Well, I mean, you'll see plenty of tieflings, just
No, I know.
very smart ones. I'm not even amongst the smartest over there, and I'm pretty smart. So just keep that in mind for the rest of you. Most of the time, it's probably best just to nod your head and not say anything. The more you say, the more likely they're going to try to take advantage of you. The laws are vastly different than most places. So, just keep that in mind. I think this is a good enough place for us to set up in camp, though. If you head eastward, we're actually down the road from the Blades of Light outpost itself, in case anybody was interested in that. And where we are, if we head westward, we are going to get to the outside perimeter of the forest, and then we just have to track down a group of people to see if they can't teleport us into Deep Yard.
Yeah, camp sounds good. I could use some sleep and some food, and Chase bends down, takes Rowan off.
Yep. Your shoulders are really sore, but hey, you marched for a couple of hours. You were successful at the Pantera concert, pretty much.
Take shifts. Choose to guard shift.
Absolutely.
I need, yeah, and I
And
need some sleep
Ignatius
also.
snaps a blanket, and a one-person tent appears and just crawls inside.
Guess he's not doing first watch.
I'll do first watch.
I'll take midnight shift.
I'll do first watch.
I'll take whatever's left over.
So we have N and Gabriel. Who said second? Nolth?
Null second.
Okay. And then we have third and fourth to get covered, but people can pair up if they want. Keep in mind, you do have a Solaris who can do half the watches by himself. So we'll put him on third, fourth.
Oh, I guess Rowan will go with Noth then.
Okay. Chase, do you want to assist on third or fourth watch?
He's going to eat, sleep, and do fourth watch.
Alrighty.
Sleeping against a tree trunk with his bags in his arms.
Perfect. Now, because he is NPC mode, Solaris is assisting everybody else in their roles. So, let's see if anything happens. For each shift, we need at least one roll to see if... Perception check to see if anything transpires. One person can assist the other, or both of you can roll once, but you have to decide. Or if somebody rolls, then they're just saying that, hey, you roll yours, I roll mine.
Ian can assist me.
I'll assist
I'm gonna-
Riona.
And I'll pass
I was gonna use my advantage.
You're
Alright,
using
so
your advantage
Gabriel
automatically?
roll yours, and N has their advantage.
And I'll pass my dice
Perception.
over to
Yep.
the DM.
You'll pass your what?
My dice over to you because I had one good roll all day, so we're good.
Roll.
Oh no, you have to roll. He's NPC. You're rolling.
I'll assist Rowan.
Yep. So we have a 19 from Gabriel, a 19 from N, an 18 from Rowan. Chase, do you need me to roll on your sheet?
No, I'll go. Here we go.
Okay.
Ooh,
Come on, man.
They,
Don't argue with me. You need to understand, I have shittier luck than all of you. So there was 14 attacks in my game earlier. 2 of them hit the party.
wow.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. By the way, I'm gonna set up a new nat 20 spend, which allows me to bust out the mango die and use that for the rest of the game. Until
Ooh, I
then,
love
the
that.
mango die is going to be in prison.
No, use the mango. Mongo.
Oh no, only if people spend their nat 20s.
I have a story about that later.
Mangoes?
Mhm.
You.
Okay.
Mango and Mongo, yeah.
Well then. During the evening, the watch goes by fairly smoothly.
If we had a chance, I'd want to talk with Gabe.
Go right ahead.
Hey, so yesterday, you know how I told you we needed to have a chat?
Oh yeah. Sorry, things have been a little wild since then.
Yeah, no worries. I've been a little busy. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about.
Sure.
It just sounds awful to like bring it up now with everything else that's going on, but so things have kind of been moving ahead for me and Solaris, and it doesn't feel like it's gonna just be like a normal, like for fun fling for me.
I'm happy for you.
It's weird, and I don't know what to do about it. And I mean that's kind of my problem for like the whole. I mean, we haven't figured anything out really yet. It's just, you know.
Yeah, with all the craziness, I would just say take it slowly.
I mean, and that's kind of the idea, just figuring things out. And but you know, I wanted to talk to you about it because, for one, you're my best friend, even though I give you a hard time.
I think that goes both ways.
Right, and two, because you know, I don't want you to feel like I'm walking away and not going to be there for you.
Yeah, no worries. I seem to attract trouble, even though I try to avoid it.
I mean, that's how we're friends, right? And I'm trouble, right?
True. I guess it can have its benefits, but yeah, don't worry about it. Do what makes you happy. I'd be happy if you and Solaris develop something.
Thanks. I honestly was a little worried because I didn't want to make you feel like I was like abandoning you or like anything like that.
Don't worry about me. If there's one thing I can do is take care of myself, and I'm just happy that you, for you to find happiness in your life.
Thank you, babe. It's kind of been it's been interesting because, for one, I mean, you know that high elves are not my thing, and then two, I mean, just he's a high elf and I mean, come on, like how predictable.
Yeah, well, the life, the heart loves what it loves. What can I say?
I don't want to go that far yet. Don't.
Oh, sorry.
Just it's no, it's fine. It's just
And charisma save.
Should have saved my advantage. Actually, no, I'm good. I should be good, unless.
So you know how you're red typically, right? Well,
Yeah.
when a red tiefling blushes, you turn pink. So your entire body is just pink right now.
Gable doesn't acts like he doesn't notice, but he does.
Yeah. Just, I mean, like, there's feelings, but like, I don't want to put that word on it because.
Don't stress yourself out about it. Just let it go, develop on its own.
I'm not stressed. Not at all.
Gable looks at her color again.
Hey.
Their color again. Okay.
Not at all. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so thanks, Gabe, for being a friend and being yourself, and it was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be.
Just know if he hurts you, he'll have me to talk to, deal with. But I don't. He doesn't seem like that kind of guy.
I had a joke, but I'm not.
What was the joke?
It's based off of ConMod.
Yeah, I'll message it later to you. But no, I'm trying to think of the TOS here.
Yeah.
But no.
Oh, don't worry. TOS is fine with most things. We've already rolled for dick size on stream, so I mean.
Right.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I appreciate that, Gabe. And just know that, like, I've got your back. And if there's anyone who's messing with you, like this guy, like, I don't know how. Not a clue yet. But he's dead, right? Like, he's not coming after you. I'm not gonna let that happen.
I would say that I don't want you putting yourself between me and him, but I know you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, I may not put myself between you and him. I might be like 30 feet away, but I can kill him from that far. Maybe not right now, but I'm gonna figure out how.
Okay, yes, you work on that.
Okay.
Starts obsessively studying power word kill. I'll get there.
I'm going to figure this out. I think we're about done with our watch, Gabe. So I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Mind if I snuggle with you? I got well. I mean, there's
Beefcake is
that.
currently curled up in your hands.
There is that, but there's also this amulet, and you and Chase are the aside from me are the two most important people to keep covered by this, and I doubt Chase wants to snuggle with me. So
You can always ask. I mean, Nothel was flirting with the bar. I mean, this group keeps surprising me with stuff like that. Like, so maybe if you ask, you might want to snuggle. And
yeah, I'd rather keep you covered than Chase. He can take care of himself. And
oh, and I can't. Wait, don't answer.
Everyone in their sleep starts laughing.
Yeah, I'm torn. You got a point, but
It's a 5-foot area. You can be within 5 feet without
Okay.
cuddling.
okay.
okay,
In D&D terms, you're right up next to each other, but in realistic terms, you're sharing a tent.
Okay.
If you had a tent, which I don't think any of you have a tent. So,
yes, let's just. How about we just lay down close by to Chase when he's not on watch?
Okay.
Chase, do you sleep with a dagger in your hand?
Of course.
Yeah.
You can. I might not be able to become between you and this whatever fuck face guy, but I'm gonna let you be between
Mr. V.
me and Chase. He's Mr. Fuckface guy.
Yeah, that only makes sense.
Because he does sleep with a dagger in his hand, and we all know what a dagger does to me. So
And you're more likely to cover everyone.
yeah,
Three of us.
that works.
So you position yourself to cover most of the party in your fantastic little aura. You're gonna have to leave 2 people out.
Nothel and I guess Solaris.
Okay. So Ignatius is in the aura. Cool.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm totally fine
Rethinking.
with it. Leave Solaris out of the aura.
Well, I don't know. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it would make sense to leave Ignatius out, so Ignatius and
He
Nothel.
can take care of himself.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure. Okay.
Whenever
So-
possible, split the party.
And it's less likely Mr. V knows about him. Well, he was. His room was tossed, but who knows?
A couple more hours go by. Nothing transpires on your watch. Nolth and Rowan. Nolth, you said you wanted to do something? You are muted.
I love my mic sometimes. Yeah, and we're almost here. It's a couple of hours. No, for at least an hour, is just like messing with something in his hands. And then after he finishes with that, he tries to go sneak over to Chase.
Rowan will
Okay.
ask, "What are you doing, Noth?"
It shows you see a circle with some string on it and some 3 feathers.
Yeah, what is that?
Ooh.
Yeah. I think it'll help him. I'm gonna try to discreetly, it's almost a necklace like how I designed it, put it around Chase's neck while he's asleep.
Roll sleight of hand. Chase, what's your passive?
It is 13.
Don't worry.
Whoa.
All right,
Oh.
Chase, roll to hit.
Oh no.
Sneak attack is applying here.
Oh god. Okay. And dagger?
Yep.
We got-
You can reasonably sleep with a dagger in your hand, but
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Yeah, it hits.
damn.
24 definitely hits you, Nolth.
Yeah, it hits.
Actually, wait. You would be surprised that he woke up and immediately stabbed at you, right?
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
So 26, natural 20.
Does this wake Gabriel up?
It will in a second, but Chase, go ahead, roll your sneak attack damage. Everything's doubled because natural 20.
Is it alright kill Nulls? Let's see.
No, that was not even a question. However, it's pretty good damage. As you're trying to discreetly place it onto him, Chase, instinct kicks in. You roll over and you just remember the first bit of knowledge thrown into you. 2 inches. Stab right up towards his neck, where luckily he has a higher collarbone, and just stabs underneath slightly. Noth, you are profusely bleeding. And, well, I'd say everyone else is waking up very quickly from that. Chase, you're holding the dagger in Noth's neck.
Ah!
What
Pull
the
it
fuck?
out.
Don't pull it out yet.
He already did.
What?
Second
going on
level
here?
cure wounds.
Last time I tried to be fucking.
Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Close.
Oh my god, he's so injured.
I was trying to get the freaking dialogue to close.
Rowan casts cutting bolts.
Gabriel just protects in from Chase and Nolth and try to figure out what's
So,
going
Noth,
on.
you heal for 15 of the 20 points of damage that Chase just dealt to you.
What the fuck is going on here?
And Noth, you now remember that he was tormented in his dream last night and woke up very aggressively last night.
I was asleep during that time. I woke up to
Okay, he
screaming.
woke up very aggressively
Yeah,
and
he
woke
woke up-
everyone else up because of
What?
it.
No!
I grab the fucking feathers back and I throw it at Gabriel. And I just start bitching while going back to my seat.
Gabriel grabs the feathers out of the air and looks at us suspiciously. What the fuck is going on?
Put it around your neck. Go back to sleep. Ah, motherfucker. Second fucking time right
Chase.
there.
No,
Why
I
the-
know that we've, had some tough times starting out, but it would probably help if we knew what that was.
Kiss the bad dreams away.
Okay, thank you.
Fucker. Right a fucking collarbone too, motherfucker.
Do you still need a little bit of healing?
I'll be fine.
I don't mind.
Sure.
Chase, why did you stab her?
Okay.
I was sleeping and someone touched me, and I don't know.
It's okay. It's
Fine.
not
Do you-
charm person, damn it. Someone confident.
It's really fine.
Do you want this? And Gable holds out the necklace.
What is it?
According to him,
Oh, Dreamcatcher. Should I roll on that or just
Roll a religion check.
he says
Rowan,
so
you may
seriously.
roll a religion check as well.
Okay.
9 more HP, do you know?
It's a Dreamcatcher.
I'm fully healed with that.
Nothel, I'm sorry.
They
I'll
are
set it in-
superstitiously supposed to protect you from bad dreams and such. And if proper casters utilize it in the creation of it, people who are more natural in attunement to what type of magic that they are producing, specific people who live outside the confines of society do believe that they can protect people from the realm of dreams, which is its own plane of existence.
Does anyone have?
Nothel, I'm sorry. That is
good.
an amazing gift. I just wish you would have given it to me
Just-
before
I'm
the hour of slumber.
almost done with the second one. I'll get you the second one.
So, do you want? Mr. V invade your dreams.
Yes, because Mr. V needs to be less B.
Give it to him. I'm about to finish up yours, Gabriel. Then that's the 2 I can make today.
Ignatius
some more
pops
later.
his head out from the tent, still wearing his blindfold, going, "What the hell's going on?"
It's okay. Just someone got surprised and someone got stabbed.
If I
Chase
don't get
got
my
it.
10 hours,
I know.
and
the
he just
tiefling
tucks
thing.
himself in. Yeah, tieflings need 10 hours of sleep a night.
Gabriel gives Chase the dream catcher.
Okay, so we'll put it on.
Yeah, just put it around your neck. Should be good. I have to place it once a week.
Nathal, you sure you don't need more healing?
I'll be fine. Not like the first time I've been stabbed in the neck.
That's
But
Gabriel, go away.
yeah, that's what N said. So,
Go
can
wake
anyone
what?
else help Nothel
Make
before we go back to
friends.
sleep? Rowan, do you have any of those little food thing? The berries?
The good berries.
Yeah, Nothel might need one.
I don't have that prepped.
I'm good, guys. I'm good. I'm good. It's just a
Noth
slight
looks
stabbing.
fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just has a huge wound underneath his collarbone. And Chase, you
Okay.
look at it and go, "Damn. I mean, it was a good hit, but you missed by about an inch."
Must remember to hit the heart.
Try 3 inches lower next time. Be sure. If you hit up here, you never know what you're gonna get. Go for this area. Just heads up next time.
Yeah, Gabriel
That's
will make
painful. If you another advice, if you're gonna stab a friendly, just don't remove the dagger so quickly. Please. Leave it in for a bit.
So do you all go back to sleep, leaving Nolth and Rowan for the remainder of their watch?
I'm gonna try to finish
Yeah.
off the second dream catcher to give to Gabriel.
Probably
My
going
watch.
to take you 1 per day, but
Okay, I
Okay.
can make 1 per day.
Gabriel will make sure that he's squarely between N and Chase.
yep, that's fair.
Chase looks left to right and tries to go to sleep.
So,
Alrighty.
so Chase, real quick, what's the best way to wake you up and not get stabbed?
Maybe
10 feet away
approximately-
and like
Yeah,
say your
about-
name.
From a distance,
Don't worry.
yes.
I can wake
Yep.
him up in the morning.
Basically the same way to wake me up.
At the
Gotcha.
spear. Look.
Throw
Make
shit
flat-
at you. Got it.
Or make
That
flapjacks.
works.
The smell of flapjacks in the morning. Oh my god.
I know if someone's a spear. Don't worry. I'll just poke you awake with the butt end of it.
So,
That's a very innuendo joke I didn't even mean to make.
yep. Welcome to this game.
By the way,
Give me a
Nathal,
sec.
I don't wake very well either, so I would
I'll
suggest.
poke you with the spear too. Don't worry. I'll poke everybody with the spear.
Thank you.
Kind
You
of
hear
accounted
Ignatius.
for. I'm accounted for a little bit, so fortunately, I'm gonna have to pass on that.
Ignatius is just giggling in his tent. So,
Okay, that's good.
the rest of you continue your watch. Rowan, were you wanting to do anything during yours?
Well, Rowan will take out her I have like a little pot, like not weed, but like a cooking pot.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'll
It's an
cast.
important distinction.
yeah, of course.
That's right. That's right. Never know if my mom will stumble upon this someday. So she'll take out the little cooking pot, and then she'll cast create water and put some water in there. And then she'll take, I guess, because all of us have like commoner's clothes packed away, right?
Yeah.
Or at least, yeah. Okay. So she'll like rip some of a commoner's clothes shirt, and then give that to Noth along with the pot, and say, we can use this to clean up your wound if you want.
Thank you.
Yep. I also have a sewing kit. We could try to stitch it up too once it's clean.
Fuck
Oh, I
it.
want to see that roll.
Throw in.
Yeah.
Roll sleight of hand.
Why?
You're going to try
Wait, did
stitching
you-
it up.
Oh, did he
Wait,
agree?
yeah, I agreed. But before you do
Oh.
that, can I have the rag?
Yeah. Roll a medicine check to see how well you clean the wound. Yep.
Okay. That's Noth. Noth is cleaning the wound.
Yeah, Nolth, roll your medicine. Clean your wound.
Take some water. Okay, that's medicine.
Are you helping, Rowan?
17.
17, yeah, you clean it out very well. And then you bite your cloth and Rowan roll sleight of hand.
Okay. I've done this once before on
Once. I love
a
it.
rabbit. So hell yeah!
I mean, same general physique, rabbit, Nolth. I mean, he's just like 8 times the size.
Right.
So
Hide
as you're
skin.
stitching through, just, grabbing and twisting it up and down over against him. Nolth, it is a little painful, but you've dealt with worse than that. And at the end of it, you have a nice scar that will form one day from the nice little stitching.
Well, at least we got a memory for a night. It's in their memory.
Yeah, that's the best mine's ever turned out. That rabbit was a mess. So
She was trying to skin
Ah.
it.
Thanks for telling me
Put
that
it
in
back,
advance.
put it back.
Good to know.
it's like the one time I try to eat a woodland creature and I just can't.
Nope,
Try to
too cute, too cute. They really are. I love bunny burgers as much as the next guy, but I could never kill one.
Disgusting.
What, bunny burgers? Oh, they're so good.
Are
They're
they a
so
real
good.
thing?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. You just gotta know enough rednecks.
It's
They'll eat
Okay.
anything they
If
can
things
kill.
like this.
Yeah.
It's okay, but it's gonna be hard.
Eat a berry.
That thing is rabbit spaghetti. It's rabbit spaghetti.
Halfway done, I realized it's like inside out.
Oh, that's just disturbing. Oh, that's a new creature.
Oh,
Rowan
That's
released a
just
monstrosity on the world. It's the vengeful bunny.
Oh god.
the rabbit of
So
Cabanog.
bitter.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Okay,
No.
well, I guess Rowan will kind of try to poke around outside to see if there are any herbs or anything that would be useful. And
Alright.
no mushrooms, though.
Give me a survival check. Oh, no mushrooms? Okay.
No mushrooms.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Thank
Fine.
you.
mushrooms. I'll look for mushrooms.
Roll a survival check. 14, not bad, not bad.
I'm improving.
People, by the way, will not let in having it in the mushrooms.
So, as you are looking around, you're picking up a few deeper seated roots that might be good for cooking and adding some flavor. You do dig a little deeper and you find a whole lot of these little worm-like creatures. They're called blackworm. They are completely black in nature. They are about 8 to 12 inches long each. And they can strengthen their body to the thickness of about 1/4 of an inch. These creatures, although it may disgust most people, you being a survivalist in the wilderness, know that if you use them in the construction of certain ointments for the skin to deal with like burn marks and stuff like that, you crush them in a bowl, you grind them up very finely, and you can actually use them and rub them against burn marks to help make them scar less and alleviate the pain.
Can I pick one up?
Yeah, you can have 3.
I would like to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we consider worms animals, or are they
I mean,
insects?
Yes.
Poop.
Okay, cool.
I feel like they're animals.
They poop, they be animals. Gotcha.
That's right.
Already. So you
Does
cast the spell.
Does that make Gabriel an animal?
Of course.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
I've never asked that. I don't know.
Well, what would you like your name to be?
Diggy.
I like it. So, sorry for digging you up. I didn't expect to find you here, but
I thought it was raining.
oh no. I mean, I don't think, is it raining?
No, it isn't.
No, it's very dry. So I just have a question for you.
Mm.
Nothing huge.
Oh.
But I'm traveling around with this group of people, and we're kind of going around and investigating what are these open portals.
What are people?
I'm a people.
You're a voice in my head? Voices in my head are people?
Well,
Worms are blind.
Damn it! Yes, I am a people.
Ah.
That's right. So me and other peoples.
Nice to meet you, peoples.
Nice to meet you, Diggy. So me and the other peoples are going around investigating what are basically these open portals everywhere.
What's a portal?
It's like this big gaping wound in the air.
What's in
So-
air?
It is. It's God damn it.
The thing he doesn't travel through.
It has 1/4 of an intelligence.
Fine.
It is a worm.
It's the thing that makes your worm skin dry. You know when you sit out in it too long and you get all
I
shriveled?
don't like air.
Right. So this air has a bunch of big gaping wounds. And
Good. The air should die.
that's right. Yes, and I need that's why I need your assistance. So
We're gonna kill the air?
well, I'm going to try to.
Can we kill all of the air?
Only if you answer my questions appropriately.
What's
Will it allow me
appropriately
to do
mean?
that? Well, to the best of your ability.
You thought this would work out better talking to a worm?
I thought that worms would be wise or something.
No.
A
They
worm
are
is a
very-
worm.
They might have a wisdom score of like 4, but their intelligence is 1/4. So
Okay.
1.
So what I'm wondering is, have you noticed any changes or anything different recently?
The voice in his head, maybe.
Rowan,
Gabriel.
roll me a D100. This is a long shot, but if you get a 100, then yes.
R/space D plus. Wait, D100.
Yep.
Son of a
No, /R
slash
space.
R space. Oh,
Not 100. You had a
What, it
1% chance. Yeah. Because it's a worm.
yeah.
Nothing that I can tell. No, I mean, talking to a voice, or a people, as we call them. Thank you for teaching me.
You're very welcome. Are there more of you down there?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch. We always bump heads. Sometimes we eat each other.
Lovely. So then Rowan will just like dig and get a bunch of them, and then take them back to his station.
You can get about 3, yeah.
That's how big are they?
They're about like 6 to 7 inches long each.
So if she gets 100, would it be 100%?
No.
Now I really want to know what the 100 would have been.
I bet you do.
Okay, so I'll take Diggy
Yeah.
because he's upset me, and I'll take 2 more. I'm gonna go back to the fire and just crush them up and put them in my pouch.
Okay.
Steve,
Welcome to Druids, man. They're more metal than anybody.
is a spell still in effect? Can she hear him as she crushes him?
You can stop concentrating on it.
She doesn't care at this point.
Yes.
Yeah!
Hungry?
And to everybody else's perspective, Rowan played with a worm for a little bit and grinded it up in a bowl.
Oh my
You
god.
gonna eat that after?
I don't know if it's edible. It's for burns.
Can you put it in your mouth? And it's edible.
Do you want to try putting it in your mouth?
Ignatius pops out, phrasing, and then just goes back.
I realized it after I said it too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, I needed this.
Wait, there's
Best
still a half an
group
hour.
ever.
Maybe later. Hey, you haven't seen any lilies while out there, did you? Any
Yeah.
lilies or anything like I don't
You would
know,
need to be
some
closer
basil?
to a body of water.
Any basil?
Those wouldn't be easily found out here. Basil would be a commerce for people.
Yeah.
Or a person's name.
Eventually, yeah. However, Nolf, being in this area, roll me a survival check.
Five.
Cool, continue. So,
Was-
are the two of you done for your watch?
You can eat the worms.
No, I'm gonna save them for later.
Okay.
You can put them in a vial if you would like. Just mark it down that you have some ointment of burn relief.
I will mark it down as worm corpses.
Sure. Just mark down that it alleviates burns.
Got it.
So. Worm corpses. Yo, druids are fucking metal. Come here, woodland creature, so I may eat you.
Let's have a talk so I can name you and then destroy you. Like that's
Right.
like some deities
I need my
just
victims to
plans.
have you. That was very Manson of a moment. You know, I need you to have a name before I murder you, or else what's the point?
It's like I feel like some deities are just like that. Let me name you, bring you consciousness, and then destroy you for my own purposes.
As long as I'm entertained, it doesn't matter.
So, anyways, Chase, did you want to do anything on your watch because you're just with Solaris?
No.
Okay. Morning rolls around, everybody wakes up. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Breakfast is being prepared by Solaris and Chase. Ignatius sleeps for another half an hour until all of you are ready. Oh my god, that was such a good night's sleep. Oh, whew.
I'm assuming runny eggs and half-cooked pancakes.
If you're cooking, sure.
Alto's just putting on makeup.
Yep. Alrighty, so we need to head ourselves back over towards Deep Yard. Unless, of course, there's somewhere we need to stop off on the way. You know, I'm not in a big hurry. I have plenty of gold.
I can't think of anything.
I can't think of anything either. I think we need to get to the yard deep. Deep yard.
I know better to do.
Wait until you find out about Deep Yard. And he starts sauntering over. Or Deeper Yard, as the cool kids call it. So, as you all continue down this traveling path, the journey is going to take you roughly 2 weeks before you are outside the forest itself. Enough time for all of you to simmer down considerably. However, it is also pressing the time for all of you, at least with the tribes. Though you do have a plethora of new information, you need to communicate that to them in order for them to hold off their assault or attacks.
Would be able to convince Ignatius to use like sending.
Ignatius doesn't know them. Yeah. So if somebody else in the party has the ability to communicate with people in expedience, but maybe not the same manner, some point during the 2 weeks journey, they could definitely prepare those spells.
It's
not
I.
me, right?
It is you, yeah. You're the only one
What
who
the heck?
prepares spells in the party.
Okay, what?
There's a certain spell called Animal Messenger.
Oh, and Skywrite.
That's a little less useful because they're so far away. The Animal Messenger, for I think 24 hours, will travel towards them and can traverse a very far distance within that time
Oh.
to deliver a message.
Okay, I can do that.
So you just need to find yourself a flying creature, and then they will travel 50 miles. If you upcast
Alright.
it, they will be traveling for 48 hours.
I'd
Or
like
wait, it's
to find-
48 over, so 48 plus 24 would be 36. Is that how math works?
I
No.
have no idea how math works.
62. 62 hours.
Okay. I'd like to find a bat.
Okay. Roll a survival check.
Okay. Am I gonna find like a really diseased one or something?
We're about to find out.
Okay.
Oh, in these 2 weeks, I make everybody dream catchers too.
Of course, of course. 21. Later into one of the evenings, you do find a bat.
Boy or girl bat?
Your preference on a 21.
Girl bat. Okay, who was it? Who was wanting to send, or who had a better idea as to what this message should say? I'm looking at all y'all.
Jace didn't have a very good one. He wanted to say, "Let's play ball."
And
Hmm.
no.
Sure. How many words I got?
A message.
Let's just do one.
So,
We have to tell the bat a general location to go, a general description of the person, and then a message up to 25 words.
Okay. 25 words. So I'll describe the leader of the clan,
the Goliath.
and we figure out which general direction it is.
So, you're talking about the Goliath leader, the Rune Shock.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Now you have 25 words to communicate to them.
Okay.
And Rowan's just standing there holding the bat at end like it's a microphone.
Just here.
Love it.
Shit, does that work? Can I use tongues? Can I speak to animals?
I don't think so.
It's all languages.
Yeah, but animals don't know a language. They just
Oh.
have their own unique form of communication. You know, like
Okay.
cats have their purring and stuff like that. Like, it's not a language, it's a form of communication.
Okay.
Shaking my head at that joke. Boo.
Sorry.
Boo. Roll Twitch. You'll see it on the stream.
I'm casting this as a third level.
Sure. So you have a total of 72 hours. That's the number, 72. Math and shit.
Is N concocting their message?
I believe so, yes.
1, 2,
Okay.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6.
And we say this is happening in the evening while everyone else is starting to rest up.
Okay. Well, in doing that, do we pass by any bodies of water?
On this journey, nothing larger than a puddle.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of bodies of water this far inland. It's usually closer to the coasts.
Yeah, it's like a creek, a river, anything of that nature.
Yeah, those are,
Yeah.
excuse me, super rare.
Yeah. Or a crick.
Or like a, something like that. Oh well, come on, it's good. Hmm. Oh, I'm going hunting.
Okay.
Oh wait, she's done. Okay.
Wordsmith over here.
Yep.
Uh,
The only one in the party.
Okay. Rowan will tap the top of the bat's head like a little microphone, and then
Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
hi,
3.
like I'm just gonna before we get to that point, just be like, "Hi, little bat."
So it takes that high little.
yeah, it takes it. I don't have any more. I don't have like. I think I'm out of.
Before she casts the spell, I'm like, I'll say that.
Hi, little bat. Don't say that. Okay.
Oh, son of a biscuit.
I'm fucking with you. Keep going.
Okay, I was like, hunting pillagers in Selderon Fion,
That's 2 words. Selder and Fion.
called Darkened Society. They want Asimar, Tiefling, Troll, and Shatterkai going to their source. Don't raid yet. More time needed.
Exactly 25. Good. So
Wow.
you send that to the bat, who now wants to get as far away from you as possible, Rowan, since you just booped it on the head a couple of times. Nope. Delete that message. Try again. All right. Try again. Erase. Go. And then you release it where it just flies off towards the night sky. Alrighty.
And while we're traveling, and kind of like sees not like Nolth like talking to like his god, and so it'll be like, "Hey, Regine, don't know if you can hear me, but I'm giving this a try. Yeah, we're doing our best here. So, like, it's just like bumbling their way through the whole thing.
Okay. Roll me a d20. Yours is a lot easier than most gods since she doesn't have that many worshippers.
A 20.
Ooh.
And are you wasting my time?
No, I just wanted to say thanks, really, because this whole thing's kind of been a little big and scary for like what we're doing. And for one, I didn't know you could actually hear me. This whole deity thing is kind of new. But no, just kind of like, I don't know. Knowing that I can talk to you is making me feel better.
You sound distraught.
Yeah.
What is it? Have one of them failed?
No. They're each, I mean, they're doing a good job. They're trying to protect people, and we're trying to figure out who's hunting people and protect them. And so we've got people hunting us now, and I'm worried about them and trying to keep them safe so that they can do a good job. And then there's just it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be for what we're facing. But I, to be honest with you, I didn't know how this would work, and got someone in our group who's really religious, and so I kind of was copying what he was doing, and so it's just nice to know that I can reach out.
It is a mother's responsibility to always be there for her children.
Yeah. And I
You
want
need me, all you have to do is ask.
yeah.
I may not immediately answer, but I will hear you.
Yeah. And I wanted to say too, I don't know, like I'm kind of been through the ringer here, so like normally I'm really in tune with my emotions, but like I don't know where all that is right now. But yeah, I'm glad I met you. I know that's not exactly how we parted ways, I don't, think. But I'm glad.
I'm glad as well. It's good to know that there's more people out there that are deserving of my love and trust.
Thank you for the vote of confidence. So I'll take it as that. It's kind of been missing a bit through this whole thing.
Anyone who finds themselves under me are stronger than they can ever know. But that comes out when the need to protect your own arrives.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Of course. Now, was there anything else you needed? To vent or anything else?
Yes. Like Anne just starts crying and like venting.
And do you withhold any information or you tell her everything?
Anne's gonna just tell her everything. Like, Anne really needs just a shoulder to cry on.
During the entire time, I need you to roll me an insight check. Alright. She's very silent the entire time, just letting you say everything and spew it all out into the ether where she is encompassing the information. And towards the end of it, N, I'm so sorry that you find yourself within this space. Sorry, I'm going to ask you what I'm about to ask. This person seeking these creatures reminds me of something that happened long ago. And to mention it will grant it power. That is something I will not do. But if they are successful in their endeavors, it'd be catastrophic for most of us. Not just you, and not just mortals. You must ensure that they never take anybody. If they have everyone they need, then it's too late.
They're still looking.
If they come after anybody that you have close to you, if all else fails, You kill them before they get them.
So we found a note.
So you've told me.
Yeah. And if it's that bad, I won't let myself be taken, because I'm the only one.
Let's hope you're the only one. It appears that I must summon a summit. Thank you for this information.
Thank you for listening.
When I call upon you next, you may not have a choice but to answer. So be safe. And on that note, I think that's probably where we're ending tonight's session. So, the first time we're not ending on a cliffhanger. Woo!
Yay!
Depends on cliffhanger.
Alrighty. Well, players, thank you very much for playing. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Viewers, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourselves as well. And we will be back again next week. Till then, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.